Okay, everybody, we are back for more You Choose action.
Woo!
If you weren't here last time, we're going to go through a book we did a long time ago. So here, back in time. So if you're new to the podcast, what we do is we go through these old Choose Your Own Adventure books and sometimes the Choose Your Own Adventure adjacent books. And then when we get to decision, whoever's in the chat will help decide how the story goes. But of course you can listen later, but it's more fun if you can listen live and watch live. All right, let's get started. Who Killed Harlowe Thrombey? Edward Packard. Excellent illustrations by Paul Granger. I love these ones. Let's step into this one and see how many we can get out here in about an hour. So I'll go ahead and get started, Eddie, and then you chime in.
Okay. Got it.
It's been just a year since the robber climbed in your Aunt Miranda's bedroom window at 2:00 in the morning. Get out, she screamed at him, and that's just what he did, taking her pearl necklace with him. The next day, you found a beer bottle in the bushes outside Aunt Miranda's house. Since she isn't the sort to toss beer bottles out the window, you handed it over to the police. The robber's fingerprints were on the bottle, and the police quickly identified him, and now he's safely behind bars. Since then, you've gotten quite a reputation as a detective. You've equipped yourself with a magnifying glass, fingerprint kit, and a cassette recorder, and you're ready for business. That's all you need. You ready?
Why am I not in business yet? Yeah, let's go.
You should get those three things and then tell your wife, I'm ready for detective business.
I've quit my job. Eddie's detective agency is open today. Do you have a business license? No, but I have a fingerprint kit.
I got a magnifying glass, a fingerprint kit, and a cassette recorder. I'm ready.
They arrest me just right there.
Some of your friends have decided to become detectives too. That's okay. They're just a bunch of amateurs, except maybe for that frizzy-haired girl down the street, Jenny Mudge.
No, I forgot how crappy we are to poor Jenny.
I know, we are. She's definitely smart. In fact, sometimes you think she might be smarter than you. And here's our moxie and our arrogance right here.
She might be smarter, but not really.
Harlowe Thrombey, president of Thrombey Plastics Company, has just called and asked you to come to his house at 5:00 this afternoon. I hear you have sharp eyes, he said, and that's what I need right now. I think my life is in danger. And then we have our wonderful illustration. Ooh,
dude.
I don't think our shirt is tucked in, but we got a heck of a turtleneck.
No, because no one told us yet, because we thought the 70s were still alive and well, bro. We got platform shoes on. Look at us.
Oh, wow, we do.
We're like,
Man, that part is sharp. You can cut a diamond with that.
That part is the deepest I've seen. That's like the Grand Canyon of hair. It's like, bam.
That's the Donny Osmond haircut.
He is dressed just like my my fifth grade history teacher. Look at that guy. No one told him 1978 was over with. He's like, what?
What are you
I'm
talking
still
about?
Wearing my turtleneck and my bell bottoms and my platform shoes.
Oh, man. And the rotary phone. Oh, man. It's so good.
Love it.
You asked Thrombey what he was afraid of, but he didn't want to talk on the phone. So you said you'd be there. You'd think about it and call him back. That was exciting to get a call from Harlowe Thrombey, but maybe you should find out more about him before you take the case. All right, here we go. If you phone Thrombey and accept his invitation, turn to page 5. If you tell him that you can't come this afternoon, but you'll call him back in a day or so, turn to page 17. So do we accept his invitation, or do we call him back and say we'll come back in a day or so? Let us know in the chat. Because who do you call when you might be, your life's in danger? You call a 9-year-old.
A 9-year-old who's smartly dressed like he's going out to a discotheque. Who do I know who's a minor but dresses like John Travolta in Saturday Night Fever?
Yes.
That kid.
Not only that, Thrombey's a millionaire, a CEO, and he's like, you know what? I could call all these other people, these other adults, but no, I'm going to call a 9-year-old.
You know, we're harsh on the 9-year-old, but I would wonder if I had millionaires calling me at 9 years old for advice, I might start to wonder if I wasn't like a genius as well, you know?
That's where
Am I a
arrogance comes
genius,
from.
bro? Like either I'm a genius or you guys have terrible judgment. By the way, for the listeners at home, you can't see this, but in the chat here, Carol, 100% cool, 1000% flammable. It's true. It's true.
Polyester.
Don't dance too close. Don't dance too close to the bright lights.
Yes. Or any
Your
open
pants will melt
flame.
your skin. Again, she also comments, "Yes, adult man, I shall come over." Like, stranger danger didn't exist.
No, it didn't. No.
It wasn't invented until 1984.
And even then,
So we're going.
let's go. Yeah. Accept the invite. So,
by the way, classic choose your own adventure. We're on page 4 and we're making choices already.
I know. So great. That's why this one's so good. All right. Page 5. Eddie.
I might have no braces, but I still need my readers. It's so fun. You knock on Thrombey's door exactly at 5. A stout, balding man opens it. He eyes you suspiciously before nervously shaking your hand. "I'm Harlowe Thrombey," he says. "Before we go inside, I'll show you around the place." By the way, the guy in the picture, we've decided this. That guy in the picture is 28 years old. That is how people aged in the 80s. That guy's 28. That is how.
Yeah.
It was a different time.
Yeah, he's
28 years old.
balding. He looks like Winston Churchill.
For real. He's like, "I'm not even 30 yet, bro." Anyway. The two of you stroll around the lawn past scores of flowering shrubs and trees. Ahead of you is a large greenhouse. "Why do you think your life is in danger?" you ask. "It's my wife, Jane," Thrombey says. "I do everything to make her happy. Expensive cars, trips around the world. She even has 2 pianos, one for each hand." A concert grand for herself and a smaller one for guests. He stops in his tracks and turns toward you, a dark look on his face. "The truth is, I think she would rather have me dead." What?
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 What? That's from last time. Yeah. British. Yeah, maybe Thrombey's British.
That's what look at him. Tell me the guy's not British.
It's true.
What? That guy's not from England, bro? Look at him.
He does look like Winston Churchill.
What makes you think that? Thrombey pauses again before replying, "She told me." "I'd rather have you dead, Thrombey." A few steps further, reaching the greenhouse, you watch curiously as Thrombey rattles the door and then turns toward you. "I want to make sure it was locked for the night," he says. "Jenkins, our gardener, keeps arsenic there for spraying trees." That's our Leroy Jenkins there. "The poor fellow's laid up in the hospital." "Maybe your wife just lost her temper," you suggest. "I'd like to think so," Thrombey says, shaking his head. "Maybe you'll be able to judge when you meet her. She's sharpening a sword when she's putting bullets in a gun." Hey. "She's playing in a concert this afternoon and should be back by 6. As you are walking back to the front entrance to the house, Thrombey points at a bright red sports car pulling up to a stop. A trim, bearded man gets out and starts towards you. "That's Dr. Robert Lipscomb," Thrombey says. Lipscomb? "He's coming for dinner tonight, along with my nephew, Chartwell." That kid's getting bullied. That's a bullied kid. That's a kid who's getting bullied.
He's getting a swirly.
He's getting a swirly. He's getting a wedgie. He's getting a very big wedgie. "And my niece, Angela. I think Angela and Robert are planning to marry. I want to get to know Robert better. So I asked him to come early and play a few games of pool and meet my murderous wife. Do you want to join us, or would you rather take a look around the place? There's no one here but Helga, our cook. If you decide to look around the place, turn to page 8. If you decide to play pool with Harlowe, Thrombey, and Dr. Robert Lipscomb, 2 kids and an adult playing two adults and 1 kid playing pool. Turn to page 12.
There's nothing odd about this combination of people at all.
No red flags to be seen in any way.
It's 1981. You've got your turtleneck. You've got Robert Lipscomb playing pool with a kid. I mean,
for real though. I agree with Carolyn. He better have a mustache.
Yeah, that's right.
You roll up with a name like Lipscomb and you don't have a mustache, you turn right around and leave. You come back when you grow one, sir.
Get out right now. Don't come back.
Out. Grow one and come back. Don't be gluing one on in the alley.
Yeah, he's like, he reaches in his pocket and starts putting it on his lip. Nope.
Puts it on real quick. It's all crooked. We gotta add a tie here, sir. Oh, and an ascot. For real though.
Heads play pool, and tails look around.
There we go.
Tails, we're gonna look around.
Oh,
wait.
Mr. BRS came in as the coin was flipping and he tipped the vote. He tipped it.
So we're going to play.
Do we count this? What do we do?
Yeah, let's count it because it was right as I flipped it.
It was as it was in the air. Mr. BRS was like, no, wait for mine.
The game has hardly begun when Robert leaves to use the phone in the library, explaining that he has to check on one of his patients in the hospital. He returns about 20 minutes later just as the doorbell rings. That must be Chartwell, Thrombey says. You and Robert go with Thrombey to the front door, where he introduces you to his nephew, Chartwell, a tall, stoop-shouldered young man. Page 10.
Bully Chartwell. Ugh. Holding back my fist.
Thrombey shows Robert, Chartwell, and you into the library just as the grandfather clock hall strikes 6. Glancing out the window, you see a white Cadillac pulling up the driveway. That's Jane, Thrombey says, back from her concert. A few moments later, a large, round-faced woman enters the library. So pleased to meet you, Jane says, shaking your hand. I've heard a lot about you. Will you be joining us for dinner? Thrombey's wife is surprisingly friendly. It's hard to see why he should be afraid of her. Maybe he just imagined his life is in danger. You don't want to sit through a boring dinner, especially since there's a very good movie you'd like to catch at home on TV. You glance at Harlowe Thrombey. Do stay if you like, he says. All right, here we go. If you accept the invitation for dinner, turn to page 13. If you tell Thrombey you can't stay, but you'll talk to him tomorrow, turn to page 17. So do we accept the invitation for dinner or do we talk to him tomorrow? Let us know in that chat. I like earlier we were handing out marriage advice. He's like, well, maybe your wife was just, angry. We're an expert.
This is a lesson for all of us. Have you ever asked advice from someone, and as you're asking it, you're like, why am I even asking this person for advice? They have no relevancy. Why am I doing this? They're like, I'm asking a 9-year-old. My life is a shambles.
Well, then Thrombey's wife says, oh, I've heard so much about you. Like my husband, who's like probably in his 50s, is talking about a 9-year-old. I got a new friend, a 9-year-old.
I made a new friend. It's weird. He's in 4th grade. Don't judge. We just hang out. It's nothing weird.
That's his big wheel out front.
That's his big wheel. He has to be home before dark. Let's see here. We got a lot of votes for dinner, I think here. Except everybody wants us to stay for dinner, man. There's like no votes for run for the hills. Run. Nothing. They're like, stay. What's the worst that could happen?
Of course, if you think about it, so far all the decisions, we're excited about being a detective, but several of the decisions have been like, nah, I don't want to do this.
For real, though. So we're on page 13.
13, yes.
Jane leaves to dress for dinner. When she rejoins the rest of you in the library, it's almost 7 o'clock. Does anyone know where Angela is? She asks. There is no response. But a moment later, the question is answered by a knock on the door. Thrombey opens it, and a slender young woman steps inside. Her very light skin contrasts with her dark hair and eyes in her black velvet dress. Angela, at last you're here, Thrombey says. Sorry to be late. I was at my dentist in Springdale. It's almost an hour's drive from here, says Angela. Girl, you at the dentist till 6, though?
Jeez.
What are they doing?
That is, yeah.
That's all right, my dear, says Thrombey. Now that you're here, I'll ask Helga to serve us dinner. She wants to leave early to visit Jenkins, our gardener, in the hospital. In a few moments, everyone is seated around the large oak dining table. Helga brings in salad, rolls, and a platter of roast beef, which Harlowe Thrombey carves with a long silver knife. The roast tastes as good as it looks, and it looks terrible. That's a backwards compliment.
Yes.
But everyone seems tense and nervous, and you can hardly enjoy the meal. After dinner, Helga clears off the dishes and hurries out the door. A few minutes later, at about 8 o'clock, Thrombey offers his guests brandy. Everyone but you accepts, because you're 9.
Because you're 9.
And he goes to the pantry, returning a few minutes later with 5 glasses on a tray. I find a glass of brandy before bed helps me sleep, because I'm drunk, Thrombey says. And of course it's good after dinner, too.
Oh, here we go.
Here's to good health and a long life, sir, Robert says as he raises his glass. We have not established if he has a mustache or not yet. And the others join in the drinking. Then Robert Chartwell and Harlowe Thrombey leave for the game room to play pool. While, is the illustration off here?
It must be, because...
Yeah. Huh.
2, and of course it's good. It says turn to page 15.
Oh, we're good. It's just the 14, 15. In the classic book, the 14 would be on the left-hand side.
Yeah, okay.
You'd rather play pool, but your job, after all, is to watch Jane. The music room is half filled. You'd rather play pool, because you're 9. You'd rather play pool. The music room is filled by 2 grand pianos. Jane sits at one and Angela at the other, while you relax in the armchair. I'd be remiss if I didn't say Angela like it was the 1980s. Angela!
Tony Danza.
Mona! Samantha!
Get in here.
Angela, play piano, Angela! Jane sits at one and Angela sits at the other, while you relax in an armchair. I'm so glad to hear you're taking piano lessons, Jane says to Angela. Would you like to play a duet with me? Oh no, you're so much better. I'd rather listen to you, Angela replies. Jane smiles at the compliment as she loudly strikes out the first notes of Beethoven's Moonlight Sonata. You listen patiently for half an hour until about 8:30, then slip out of the room and go to the library where you spend about 20 minutes looking at Thrombey's collection of books and hunting trophies. Leaving the library, you can still hear the piano, so you walk down the hall to the game room. Chartwell and Robert are playing pool, but Harlowe Thrombey is not with them. Suddenly, you hear a terrifying scream.
Ah!
Rushing to the hall, you are shocked to see Harlowe Thrombey lurching toward you. He falls and lies moaning on the floor. I've been there, bro. Some bad dinner. You ate a little fast. The others came running. Robert dashes to Thrombey's side. Jane starts to cry. Angela and Chartwell stand helplessly nearby, high-fiving each other. You run to the library and telephone for an ambulance. It takes a few minutes to get the call through. You rush to Thrombey and stare a moment at his ashen gray face, then kneel down beside him. I've been poisoned, he gasps. Do you know who... Tell me one more thing before you die.
Come on.
What's your ATM card number? For a moment, he struggles to get up, then falls back, clutching at his throat. He whispers, It was... Before those are his last words. You rush to the pantry where you find the open brandy bottle. Your watch reads 9:03. From experience, you know you must be able to learn more before the police arrive there and afterward. You must work quickly. From my experience with my fingerprint kit
Yeah.
and recorder. Look at us smelling that brandy. We're like, should I drink this?
Should I drink this? Is anybody looking?
If you decide to talk to the witnesses at one at a time, turn to page 19. If you decide to talk to them as a group, turn to page 20.
So Carolyn posted in there, better be some aspic sausage like jello. Let's eat. So I was like, what is aspic sausage? It's a traditional European delicacy where cooked meat like pork or beef is suspended in a savory gelatin made from meat stock.
Yeah.
Yuck.
That might be the worst thing ever. Can you imagine serving that to like your children? Hey kids. So fun little cultural night. We're having aspic sausage. Nobody says no.
It's basically meat jello.
I mean, and it's not far off because like when we were kids, man, them boomers be putting some stuff in jello, bro. I remember there was one time there was like legitimately like we had like meat like served up with jello right next touching it. I'm like, what's happening?
What's going on here?
There's like sliced meat slices with jello next to it.
Or orange jello with carrots in it.
Carrots. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Although blood sausage, you know what, at this point, I just, that's apocalypse food for me, frankly.
Let's see. It looks like group.
We got
Eddie.
Group.
Yeah.
Group. We got unanimous group here.
Page 20. All right, here we go. Before you have time to ask any questions, Chartwell tries to take over, as we knew Chartwell would do that because,
Man, that's a Chartwell move.
Oh,
we find out later his real name is Todd. I knew it.
It's probably Chartwell Todd. His middle name's Todd.
It would be.
Yeah. My uncle and I often fought, he says angrily, but I'm going to find out who murdered him if it's the last thing I do. Just a moment, Robert says. Let's be calm. There's no need for an investigation. Thrombey told me who the murderer was the moment I reached him. What did he say, you ask? He was very weak. He could hardly talk. Robert replies, but I distinctly heard him say it was Jane. She poured my last drink. You liar, Jane shouts. Everyone begins talking at once, and it takes you a moment to quiet them down. I want to know where everyone was between the time Thrombey was served brandy and the time he went back to pour his last drink. Actually, Chartwell says, Robert and I never left the game room. You are interrupted by a loud knocking at the door. Okay, here we go. In a moment, Police Inspector Prufrock and 2 officers storm the room. Everyone stay where you are, Prufrock shouts. So here we go, page 34.
The first appearance of Prufrock.
Yes.
I think Ann Schmidt, right?
Ann Schmidt. Oh, yeah. A big man with a bushy red mustache, Prufrock strides around the library like a drill sergeant. Be careful about fingerprints, he says to his men in a loud voice, and I want anything that looks suspicious sent to the lab for analysis. Yes, sir, the officer replies. Prufrock asks everyone to identify himself and starts making notes in a little black book. When he learns Robert Lipscomb is a physician, he looks up with a sly smile. You must know a great deal about poison, doctor. Robert flushes with anger. Are you implying that I murdered Thrombey? He cries. Ignoring Robert, Prufrock says, I'm going to talk to you one at a time, and remember, anything you say may be used against you. Robert Lipscomb, come with me. Officer Schmidt will stay with the rest of you. So there's Schmidt. So Schmidt's an officer. Prufrock is a detective.
We have to play our short for them after this. We have to.
Yes.
Stay tuned at the end of this. We're going to play a little short for you guys.
Okay. Prufrock crosses the room and looks you in the eye. So, the great detective is here, he says sarcastically. You might as well go home to bed. I won't have any trouble solving this one. You smile to yourself. It's not likely this will be the case that breaks Prufrock's long string of unsolved crimes. In any event, Thrombey asked for your help, and it's your duty to figure out who murdered him. While Prufrock questions the dinner guests, you decide to look elsewhere. Okay, here we go. If you decide to inspect the greenhouse, turn to page 33. If you go to the hospital to talk to Jenkins, the gardener, turn to page 35. So do we go to the greenhouse or do we go to the hospital? Let us know in the chat.
I love how we were already throwing shade to Prufrock.
Yes. Oh, man. I like how Prufrock, or it's even mentioned here that he's an inept detective, which is where we got that from.
He's intimidated by a 9-year-old?
Yeah.
This prepubescent 9-year-old is going to solve a crime? Pop, 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 I say.
Oh. Yeah. Talk to the gardener and vote for greenhouse, vote for gardener.
Talk to the gardener. The gardener's in the hospital.
We even know that Prufrock gets inept. Even a 9-year-old knows.
For real, though.
Yes.
Like, I'm going to regard... Both!
Oh, then she changed it. Okay, greenhouse. So, greenhouse, gardener. Talk to Leroy Jenkins. Oh, okay, so that's a vote. So one
greenhouse.
We got 2 votes for gardener, and
Mr. BRS is saying help. I don't know if Mr. BRS is saying that he needs help. Do you need help, bro? You calling out for help? He's fallen. Or do you want us to go talk to Jenkins? So are we split?
I think we got one greenhouse. Oh, gardener. Here we go. Okay, so it's 3 for gardener. So we're going to the hospital.
Oh,
35.
right. We are gonna Leroy
Jenkins. Classic.
That was so funny.
It was.
It's still funny. I don't care who you are.
Oh yeah, I watch it every once in a great while.
Oh, dude, they're just planning their whole. It's past visiting hours, but you are able to get permission from Jenkins's doctor to see him because we're that good.
Yeah, we're amazing.
We got the doctor convincing correspondence course.
Yeah, the doctor's like, hey, I think I was a doctor when you were born 9 years ago.
I like your moxie, kid. Get in there and violate protocol.
Yeah.
You reach his bedside about 10 o'clock p.m. and gently break the news about Thrombey's death. How do you break the news? You know, you were like, hey, died.
Yeah.
Hey, do you know Thrombey? Yeah, he's my long employer and friend. A brother, really. Yeah, he died.
Yeah, he died.
He died really bad.
So we took a correspondence course in gently telling people that their friend died.
We failed it. We
failed. Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah. He's dead. He died. He died clutching and screaming for his last breath. I didn't even know what he wanted. I was like, what? I don't know. Whatever.
He died a very painful death, by the way.
He died painfully. His face was gray, bro. It was gray. Like, not even like, there's no color at all. It was like, you know, Rainbow Bright. And they take all the color out of the world and everybody said, that's what it looked like.
That's what it looked like.
I'm like, oh, Jenkins is crying. You're like, what a weirdo. I know. Jenkins murmurs. Inspector Prufrock just called me on the phone. Prufrock!
Oh.
Using technology to just get in front of you. He asked if there was a bottle of arsenic in the greenhouse, and I told him there was. Who besides you knew that? By the way, there's poison in everybody's house. That doesn't mean that, you know what I mean?
Yeah. What's going on?
I got bleach under my sink right now.
Ooh.
I'm gonna drink it.
Yeah.
Who besides you knew that? Jenkins rubs his forehead. That's where his surgery was. Mr. and Mrs. Thrombey, of course, and Chartwell. He was always snooping around whenever he came to visit. And Angela. So everybody knew.
Everybody, yeah.
And Angela. She loved gardening. What about, by that I mean she liked to smoke weed. Oh, okay, wow. That's a deep. What about Dr. Robert Lipscomb? I don't believe he visited the house more than once or twice, and I never saw him near the greenhouse. Jenkins falls back onto his pillow, obviously exhausted. You thank him for his help and call it a night. Next morning, you're up early. Hopefully that by the end of the day, you'll have solved the Harlowe Thrombey murder case.
Wow. Our arrogance.
Oh, I love it. You've hardly finished breakfast when the phone rings. It's Jenny Mudge. You roll your eyes too. She's way smarter than you, and you're just like, ugh, this idiot.
Jenny.
And she's like a total genius. She's already got. I've been working on the Harlowe Thrombey murder case, she says, and I think we ought to have a talk about it. Could you come over to my house? We got 3 choices now here, kids. Get ready.
Wow.
If you tell Jenny you think it's more important for you to investigate at the Thrombey house instead, turn to page 39. Arrogance.
Right off the bat.
If you agree to meet Jenny at her house, turn to page 41. If you just sit for a few minutes to think things through, turn to page 37.
Yeah. We have to think a lot.
I think there's only been a couple times in our entire time of doing this that we've had a choice where it's like, do you want to think about it? Like, I think it's been 2 times, this being one of them.
Yeah. We just want to sit and ponder things for a while.
I just want to think about it. I'm having a lot of complex emotions. Like, I clearly am activated right now. I'm feeling something.
Definitely feeling something.
We got one vote for Think, 1 vote for Jenny. Let's see what comes in.
Yeah, our arrogance. This one reeks of arrogance and moxie.
Like, given most chances to come up with a noble type way to do things, we're like, no, I choose pettiness. I choose petty.
I choose being petty. Yes.
We got
42 is the answer to everything. How to choose.
Yeah, she's invoking the Hitchhiker's Guide there.
Yes, that's a good catch, man. She has Carolyn.
Don't you get into a nerd off with Carolyn? You'll limp out. She's the Jenny Mudge of.
She's the Jenny Mudge.
She's already got the case solved.
She's already done. Okay, investigate the Thrombey house. Let's go to Jenny and sit.
Go to Jenny, Thrombey. I didn't bring my towel. John dropping the Hitchhiker's Guide. Hitchhiker's Guide is so fun. And by the way, I know the movie wasn't loved by everybody. I still loved it.
It was okay.
Henson Studios did a lot of the work on that, so
yes,
it's my love.
So we got 2 votes for Think then, because Carnivorous Plant said Think. John said Think. And Carolyn said Think.
Carolyn said go to Jenny.
Oh, never mind. Sorry.
So we got, is it Think?
I think it's going to be Think because we got 2 for Think.
That's what happens when you get the 3 votes.
Yeah.
That's why a third-party candidate's always rough.
Yeah. 32. Okay.
32 it is.
All right. I think that's me.
Oh, yeah, it is you.
You lean back and put your feet up on a table. Your best thinking position. Wow. We even have our best thinking position. Ugh. But no great ideas come to you. The phone rings. It's Thrombey's gardener, Jenkins. I've been trying to reach you, he says. There's something I couldn't bring myself to tell you before, but I don't think I should wait any longer. Go ahead, you reply. A couple of weeks ago, a man named Falcon called me and said that he knew how I could make a lot of money. He asked me to meet him at the White Horse Inn. I went there, and you can bet I was surprised when I learned that the job he had in mind for me was to murder Mr. Harlowe Thrombey. I turned and walked out of the place before I lost control and knocked his block off. Next page. Can you describe Mr. Falcon for me? Not very well, Jenkins said. He had on a tan raincoat and a hat pulled over his forehead. I don't even know what color his hair was. I only looked at him for a few seconds. He was plain looking, medium size, anywhere from 30 to 40 years old. Was there anything special about him? Did he have a beard or scar, for instance? Nothing I noticed, Jenkins says, except he did have a nose like a beak of an eagle. That's something to go on, you say. Thanks for calling. Oh. If you decide to check the police records for any man named Falcon, turn to page 47. If you decide to question the manager and waiters at the White Horse Inn about Mr. Falcon, turn to page 48. If you decide to forget about Mr. Falcon for the moment and go back to the Thrombey house, turn to page 49. So we have go to the police, go to the White Horse Inn, or go back to the Thrombey house. Do you notice it's 47, 48, 49 for the pages?
That's crazy.
That is. Wow.
Also, it's these triple choices.
Yes.
That creates a whole dynamic, a whole different dynamic. It doesn't happen often.
No. And we still have yet to end anything. We're still alive.
We haven't died yet, guys. Good job.
I know. So we have a vote for Ask.
We may have to do this book one more time, Lee, just to really.
Oh yeah, we're going to do it one more time for sure. Yes. So
we
vote
got
for In. Another vote for In.
One for Home.
Home. Oh, to the Thrombey house. Okay.
Oh, question at the White House. Horse.
White Horse. So that's 3. Okay. We're going to the White Horse Inn. Vote for the police. Right. Let's see. Page 48, Eddie.
48. You find a waitress at the White Horse Inn who recalls the man who sits at the table under the clock. I know Mr. Falcon, she tells you. They give him a prominent nose, too. Body shaming. That's another part of this that we know.
Yeah. That happens a lot in these books.
It really does. I know Mr. Falcon, she tells you. If the table under the clock is taken when he gets here, he usually waits in the lounge until it's free. How often does he come here, you ask? Almost every day. If you stick around, you'll see him, but I thought his name was Hawk. That's the name he uses when he makes reservations. Somebody told me he's in the business of renting jukeboxes. 1980 something, everybody. Definitely. Maybe you can find out where his office is, but he'll probably be in here for lunch. If you wait around the White Horse Inn, or the White Horse, hoping Mr. Falcon will show up, turn to page 53. If you try to track down Mr. Falcon at his office, turn to page 57.
Mr. Hawk, Mr. Falcon, he has a big nose. Oh, man.
Mr. Falcon. Wait a minute. Mr. Falcon, she tells you.
Well, remember he uses Hawk when he makes reservations.
Is his name Hawk Falcon?
I don't know. I think he just uses a pseudonym when he checks in.
I'm jumping off the roof of this house.
Yeah.
Card Everest, not waiting 1 minute. Track down the Falcon.
The Falcon.
You tell me where the Falcon is.
Get him. So aggressive. Wait. So we gotta wait.
John Kennedy pointing out the obvious. You can't track a Falcon.
You can't track him.
They don't leave no tracks.
They don't leave any tracks. Good point. Lure him in with birdseed.
You just roll up with a birdseed truck. That's the kind of kid we are.
We probably would. Yeah.
We would.
We would.
This will surely work according to my research.
The research I've done on birds.
All right, hold up here. So we got a lot coming in. Let me see here. Track him down. Wait. I think it's track him down. Wait.
I think we're gonna track him.
I think we got 3 votes for wait.
So wait, Mr. BRS is wait. Oh, yeah, Carolyn's wait. Scott's wait. You're right. Yep. Because we had 2 votes for foul track and 3 for wait. Okay. 53. That'd be me. Here we go. You spend the better part of 2 days waiting for Mr. Falcon to show up. I thought he came in every day.
What?
Okay, I was lied to.
This is the 80s. Our parents aren't worried one bit?
No, not one bit.
He's good. He's doing
Get
right.
out of here.
He's employed.
Come home when the lights turn on, the street lights turn on.
In 2 days.
Yeah, 2 days. Show up the White Horse Inn. You're about ready to quit when the manager comes up and taps you on the shoulder. I forgot to tell you, he says, about that fella you're waiting for. I hear he's left town. After we've been sitting there for 2 days. Oh, by
Sleeping
the way.
on a table.
Just between you and me, it's gotten too hot for him around here. You have wasted a lot of time. You must get back on track. First, you call Prufrock to find out whether he has made any progress. I've solved the murder of Harlowe Thrombey, says Prufrock triumphantly. Sorry you weren't around. You might have learned something about the business. I love how an adult is just antagonizing a kid.
Rubbing it in the 9-year-old's face.
Yeah. I'm smarter than a 9-year-old. That's what Prufrock's doing.
I could be a mentor or I could be petty. Always choose petty.
Always choose petty. How did you solve it? There is no response for a moment, but you hear puffing sounds over the telephone. Prufrock must be lighting his smelly pipe. Well, he says, we've been watching Johnny Keene, also known as Henry Falcon, Henry Hawk, and 2 or 3 other names. He has a reputation for putting people away for a fee. We bugged a phone call between him and Dr. Robert Lipscomb. It turns out that Robert hired Keene to knock off Harlowe Thrombey and then decided to do the job himself. We pulled Robert in and told him we knew all about him. He said that Angela did it. When we got a hold of her, we soon found out that they did it together. He got the poison and she poured it in the bottle. We have signed confessions from both of them. Nice going, you say as you hang up the phone. It seems incredible. While you were wasting time at the White Horse Inn, one of the worst police inspectors in the country has solved the Harlowe Thrombey murder case. The end. Oh, man.
We have a wah.
Man, that's got to kill our ego because we're so high on ourselves.
You know what happened here is we didn't use this as a learning moment. We didn't decide to get better and we just quit. We quit being an investigator the whole time.
Probably.
We took our investigator kit and went home.
Probably. Yeah. Instead of taking our toys and going home, I'm taking my magnifying glass. I'm taking my cassette recorder.
Scott is rubbing his decision in our face now. Should have done what I said.
Yeah, I should have gone to the police.
I'm screaming at the TV like you said to do.
Yep.
It's true.
Well,
it's true. Should have gone.
We're gonna go to this next time, but do you want me to grab the Prufrock video?
I have it queued up.
Oh, okay. Let's do that.
Here, I'll fire it up here.
Yeah, go ahead and fire that up.
This is for this is our first foray into kind of having fun with Prufrock and Schmidt. We have a couple of those. We'll have to play the other one next time. It's a little longer, so we can't just play it. But here we go. Here's a little fun throwback to Prufrock and Schmidt.
2 cops who just can't catch a break. One can see ghosts, the other lives with his mom. Prufrock and Schmidt. Tune in and join them on their far-out adventures. Join Prufrock and Schmidt as they topple crime bosses, defeat the cyborg Gypsy King, get Schmidt's mom to give him his own room.
Come on, Mom.
Schmitty, I need that for my sewing room. Prufrock and Schmidt.
Oh, that's so good. Such good art, too. Love it. So we're going to go through this one next time. And that took a long time. It was almost an hour.
Almost an hour getting to that ending. We did have some fun for about 10 minutes in the beginning, but
yeah, we did. We did
not.
We didn't die. We just
listen. We didn't die.
Our ego died.
Our ego died. We experienced ego death.
Actually, the way our arrogance is in these books, that might be worse than dying.
Right. Again. And you never investigated anything again.
You just dropped everything in the trash and went inside.
As you're walking to school with your friends, Prufrock's like, that's the kid whose butt I kicked in investigating a murder.
I'm better than a 9-year-old.
I'm better than a 5th grader.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's the kind of stuff we had to deal with, though, in the 80s, everybody. You know, most of you.
No concussions. Good point, Scott.
0 concussions on this one.
Not yet.
Literally on the concussometer. Hold on. Oh yeah, I don't have a 0.
I don't think we have a 0 because
I don't have a 0 on our concussometer.
Yeah,
this is the lowest number of concussions I have right here.
Yeah, a 1. There's no time travel, no concussions. Actually, this is the first kind of mystery whodunit book in the series. It was only the 9th one, but all the ones previous were space or jungle or time traveling or something like that.
They did not lean into the aliens time travel until probably a little later. It was like the early ones. I mean, there was the Cave of Time.
Cave of Time did.
Cave of Time. Yeah.
Yeah, but this is like the first kind of detective-y one, and it's actually got some, I'll have to look it up, but I know there's some unique things with it, how you can get to different endings, and it's kind of complicated to map out.
Oh, for sure.
Eating the jello sausage, yes.
You know, the thing is, we didn't have concussions, we didn't have time travel, we had 0 aliens, and no hallucinations, but we did have pettiness. We had betrayal, friend betrayal,
judgment. We were very judgmental.
We had body judging so harsh.
Yes, we were.
Like, he had a big nose. What should I call him? Mr. Falcon, because of his beak.
When Jane came in, she had a very round face and just very judgmental. Yeah, no pocket knives.
It took no pocket knives.
We have a pen knife or a pen flashlight later, though.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
Yep.
Well, you can go to youchoosepodcast.com. That's the letter U, choosepodcast.com, to listen to old episodes, buy merch, get in touch with us. We're going to go through this one again in 2 weeks. So join us 2 weeks from today at 8:45 p.m. Central Time. We're going to go through the same book again and see if we can get a different outcome. And we should.
Different ending. We would probably like to pick from a whole different starting point, correct, Lee? Is that what we're wanting to do, or do we want to back it up to the thing and then make a different choice?
Yeah, we'll back up to the first choice and start with that one and go from there we'll try to go for an hour. That's usually what we try to do. So this time it took us an hour just to get one ending, maybe, but who knows? Next time we might get through 2 or 3.
We were doing all right. We were staying on this was probably close to the main storyline.
Very close. Yes. Yes. But come back in 2 weeks. We'll do it all over again. And thank you to everybody in the chat. And thank you for listening later. We really appreciate it. Definitely tell your friends and family about it and have them join live or listen later. Either one. Either way, we love doing this for you guys. So, all right. Until next time, you choose the adventure. Thanks, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Thank you so much. Have a good week.
To a joyous year of 2020, March of 2020, our favorite time in America or on the earth, right?
What could have gone wrong?
Nothing.
March 2020. Who knew what lies ahead 6 years ago? Who knew what lied ahead for us?
6 years ago, we went through this book. So we thought we'd revisit it and go through it multiple times and try to get as many endings out of it as we can.
We're going to squeeze as much juice out of this as we possibly can.
Yes.
Fun update for the You Choose crowd. Not that y'all maybe noticed, but I am now out of my adult braces. Hey!
No more brace prison.
Hey, kids. You're never too old to straighten your teeth.
That's
Get
right.
those teeth straight. What are you doing? Anyway.
So we can have a party.
I was like, what do straight people do? Oh, straight people. What do straight people do? I don't know. What do they do? What do straight tooth people do?
I don't know.
They dance. And they don't get like lots of stuff caught up in their teeth. That's true. John
That's
Kennedy,
true.
free those teeth.
Free those
That's it.
teeth.
They're
Yes. Free at last. All right.
Someone today was like, what was the first thing you ate? I'll go, I ate a hamburger with no trouble.
The simple things in life.
Listen, sometimes
Yes.
it's more fun to scream at the TV.
Exactly.
That's what, it's like your dad back in the day watching TV, yelling at it. And you're like, you're not changing anything. You can hear.
You can hear. Yes.
You can yell at the TV and it makes a difference.
It does make a difference.
Really type into your TV.
Exactly.
What you're gonna do.
We've got
Dude,
a bottle of brandy on the cover, a magnifying glass.
How do you know this book was written in the 80s?
I know.
When there's brandy on the front for kids, they're like, listen, kids. Oh, look at Carolyn. She's like, saved her. Girl, you don't know. This podcast, all of you helped me out during that time too. It was crazy.
Oh yeah, Carolyn might have been here during lockdown when we were doing these. Yeah.
Heck, I was going through a divorce doing this podcast.
Yikes.
It was dark days.
COVID and a divorce. Jeez.
Excited that everybody can join us. Look at this group tonight. We got a who's who of you choose.
Mr. BRS, John.
When Mr. BRS
Carolyn.
walks in the door, this is like the scene in the Western when like the gunslinger walks in. You're like,
and John. Can't forget John.
Mr. BRS.
So
walking in, cracks his neck.
Ready
Time
for a
to
fight.
make some choices.
So this, oh man, look at this on this inside cover. This is like the 80s detective, or heck, doesn't even have to be a detective. You can just be a kid in the 80s. A magnifying glass, a little tape recorder, fingerprint machine, or a little fingerprint kit.
Yep. You needed 2 of these items as a kid in the 80s, and you felt like you were a private detective already. If I had a magnifying glass and a cassette recorder, I'm like, I'm about to solve some crime, guys. We got to solve some mysteries.
It's not even a joke. I mean, I thought I was going to be a detective when I was a kid.
Dude, well, how could we not? Every other TV show was about detectives.
Yeah, that's true.
Murder, She Wrote, Matlock, Magnum PI. You're like,
Magnum
everybody.
PI.
Is everybody a detective?
Remington Steele. I mean, you had...
Dude, with the Remington Steele, bro.
Yeah. And, of course, Manimal.
Dude,
solve crimes.
Manimal was the greatest thing ever. You're like, I got to solve this crime, but I also got to turn into a panther.
Yes. Hold on. While I turn into a panther.
And the transition was so good because it was like the weird, like, and the weird zoom effect. You're like,
oh, it was
turning
so
into
bad.
a panther.
This, anybody in the chat, did you watch Manimal in the 80s?
Shout out for Manimal. There was a movie that came out 1983. Anybody who's worth their salt here would remember Tron.
Tron, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then Tron, after Tron came out, there was a knockoff TV show that wasn't called Tron, but it was about a man who could like put himself into electronics. Do you remember this?
Oh, yes.
And he could,
I know what you're talking about.
Helicopter.
Oh, it's killing me.
Yeah, what was it?
Automan. Automan.
Automan.
Yes. Automan. Yeah. So
Dude,
good.
Automan was where it was at.
Yes.
And there's one that was so vague. This is dig in, kids, on this one. My dad had the novel. You know that we're hardcore nerds. The Man from Atlantis.
He had the novel?
Well, so, back in the 80s, 70s, and 80s, sometimes they would kick out a novelization of a thing
Oh, yeah.
simultaneous with the release of it at the same time. They still do it
Yep.
now.
They do it some now still. Yeah.
But like, I was a big nerd about this. I would grab the book of the thing before seeing the thing. So I read the book of Karate Kid 2 before I saw the movie.
You did?
I did, bro.
Wow.
I did. I bought the book. I bought the paperback book and then read it and then went to the theater and was like, I'm ready. I'm ready to see
How
it.
much
And
more
so,
different is the book?
There was a book. It's actually got a little bit more in there. Like
They
when he
usually
goes to
did.
downtown
Yeah.
Tokyo. Yeah. Yeah, I know Carolyn watched Manimal. She's the connoisseur of all things weird and off kilter. Yeah, there was a show starring Patrick Duffy from Step by Step from the TGIF
Mm-hmm.
and from Falcon Crest. A little 80s for you there. Or was
Yeah.
it Dallas? Was he in Dallas or Falcon
Dallas. He was
Crest?
Dallas. Yeah.
He was Dallas. But Patrick Duffy was the Man from Atlantis. So it was like this Atlantean Aquaman TV show that I think had a pilot. And it was crazy. Yeah, John Kennedy, Karate Kid 2, the book. You'll lose your mind.
Star
Anyway,
Wars
let's
had
break it to
him.
our cast.
There was
Star Wars did. Star
Yep.
Trek.
Star Trek. Yep.
Oh, bro.
And they would
Like, if you're a kid who couldn't get to the movies, you're like, I'm going to buy the book. Read that.
and they
sucker.
always put a little extra scene or two in the books that weren't in the movie just to help you. That marketing, 80s marketing.
Oh, yeah. They're like, put an extra page in there and let the dummies. Now that I say this, I read the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle novelization before I saw the movie too in 1990.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. John Kennedy's Step by Step was the shit. It was.
It was.